Yeah, I'm almost done. Give me a sec. No, literally, I just have to finish up this section and then I'm done. It shouldn't take too much longer, I promise. Like, 15 minutes max. I know I said that 15 minutes ago, but I mean it this time. Apparently, the assignment had a backside that I never knew about. You really can't just fall asleep with the lights on, even if it's just a lamp? Really? I mean, come on, you always fall asleep with the TV on, but somehow that's different. Alright, fine, fine. I guess I can call it a night. Probably best if I got some sleep anyway. But first thing in the morning, I'm finishing that. I don't want to have to worry about it for the rest of the vacation. I've learned my lesson from last year. See, while I'm scrambling to get everything done, you barely got assigned any work to begin with. If only I were as lucky as you. Sometimes I wonder if I should have taken your major instead. Or maybe you could have taken mine. Then at least I wouldn't have to suffer alone. Though it's lonely for that now. If only we could have thought of that a few years ago. What could have been, you know? Yeah, I'm coming, geez. I didn't know you'd be so tired. It's not even midnight yet. I feel like most of the time you're up until like 1 in the morning. I told you to go to bed early. Don't say I didn't warn you. Hey, scoot over a bit. You're pretty much hogging the entire bed, and don't tell me you don't have any room. I can tell you have more than enough over there. You're the one that didn't want to use the pullout, and I sure don't want to use it either. So we're gonna have to get comfortable. It's not like we haven't shared a bed before. This exact scenario has happened plenty of times, so don't act like it's anything new. Oh, and don't kick me like you did last time. I will kick you back. I don't care if it was an accident. You scared me out of bed. Alright, good night. Sleep well. We have a lot planned for tomorrow. Good night. Hey, are you asleep? No way you fell asleep that quickly. It's only been like 20 minutes. Well, I guess you actually were pretty tired. I thought you were just being a little dramatic, but I stand corrected. Lucky for me, I'm not even close to falling asleep yet. It's probably gonna be another long night for me. And since my phone is dead and you're asleep, I'm just left with my thoughts to keep me company. You know, I heard it helps to count sheep, but does anybody really do that? I've tried it before, but I end up focusing way too hard on it, to the point where I forget I'm even trying to fall asleep in the first place. Guess my mind tries to wander a bit. You want to know something stupid? When I was younger and I got scared by horror movies and needed to focus on something so that I didn't start imagining like Samara crawling out of my television to kill me, I had a little plaque above my bed that said the Lord's Prayer. I don't even know why my family wasn't particularly religious, so I would recite it over and over in my head. Well, actually, I don't think it's the Lord's Prayer, but it is a prayer. It was like, now I lay me down to sleep. I beg the Lord my soul to keep. Should I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Which is like incredibly morbid to teach children. Because, you know, now that I'm an adult, I understand that I'm basically saying, hey, God, if I die in my sleep, you know, catch me. You know, kind of messed up. Don't really want to think about dying as a kid. Don't really want to think about dying as an adult either. I have really bad health anxiety. I always worry weirdly about the work I'm gonna leave behind. Like, who will turn in my assignment? Or, oh, I promised my friend that I would help them move on Tuesday. Who's gonna help them if I die? Is that an extreme form of people pleasing? Being scared of dying because you can't help your friend move on Tuesday? Maybe I'll have to ask you in the morning what your secret is to fall asleep, because, thinking about imminent death? Not helping. I'm surprised I haven't asked you that already. Practically known each other since forever. I mean, how long has it been since we first met? 7, 8 years ago now? At least since high school. I'd say that's plenty of time to get to know a person. It's really hard to believe we've known each other for that long. That's a good chunk of our lives. At least a third, almost a fourth. Which, kind of saying that in perspective kind of makes it seem like less, but a fourth of a pie is still a really big piece of pie. Ugh, now I want pie. Why did we always crave the things that we do not have readily available? Because nobody just has a pie in their fridge. And, pies aren't things that can just be, easily made, you know? Because, even if you get a ready-made pie from the store, you have to bake it for over an hour and then let it cool, and it's just a whole thing. And I know they have those, little mini hand pies, but, they're never as good. Feels like we only met yesterday, though. We bumped into each other in the hall and made us drop all of our stuff on the ground. It was so embarrassing. You still don't let me live that down. It was your fault, by the way. It's funny. Played out exactly like one of those scenes in a romance movie. You know what I'm talking about? The really cheesy ones where it's love at first sight. Although I guess in the end we never really got to that romance part. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine just being friends, but I don't know, maybe I should have said something sooner. All that time and I never got the courage to tell you. How could you blame me? Those beautiful eyes of yours, that bright smile, and pretty much just you being you was enough to give me butterflies whenever you were around. Even still, I'm not completely immune to that feeling. It's just as strong now as it was when I first met you. It's always been there, just hidden deep down, you know? I've tried to get over it, but each time I think I do, something about you brings me around again. I've just kind of accepted that I'll never be able to escape it. Not until... I don't want to think about graduation. It's still far away, but the fact that it's gonna come eventually is stressful. What if we never see each other again? They say that in each step of your life, people fall out of your life. So many of our friendships are really just there due to convenience of proximity. You can talk to someone every single week or even every day at a place like school or work or, a hobby that you go to once a week. But if either of you changes jobs or schools or stops attending, you just suddenly don't speak to that person anymore. I had so many best girlfriends in high school, and we went to different colleges, and now I only see their snarky, weird updates on Twitter. So many of my friends are getting married and having children. It's insane. Like, what if that happens to us? What if we never see each other again? Next thing you know, you're on one side of the country while I'm stuck here missing you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want what's best for you. And if that takes you somewhere far away, I'm okay with that, I guess. Times like these, I still wish we were back in high school. Spending every day at your old house. We were practically glued to each other. The only thing that could separate us was the fact that the teachers deliberately put us in different classes sometimes. And I can't blame them. We never found a way to shut up. Always blabbering about stupid stuff. Honestly, I'm surprised everyone was able to put up with us. Well, except for the teachers, of course, but they could actually do something about it. But who would have thought we would have ended up here? Kinda crazy, right? The same college. I know I got accepted to some other schools, and maybe they would have been cheaper or easier for my degree, but I took a chance to apply to the one that you wanted to go to, and I didn't even think about it for a second. The moment I saw that acceptance letter, I didn't even open the other ones after that. However many years later, we still made it. Never ended up getting sick of each other. I guess we just clicked. Yeah, maybe clicked isn't the right word. I mean, if we really did, I wouldn't have to be hiding my feelings like this. Only getting the courage to tell you when you're not even conscious. If we really clicked, you would have felt the same, or maybe I shouldn't have even felt this way at all. It's not your fault. Look, I know it's probably not even a big deal, but I still can't get over it. And you shouldn't have to worry about it, but I kinda do. The only way I could get rid of that fear is just to tell you. I know I can't just mess it up now. It's way too late for us to be anything more than friends. If we would have clicked, it would have been long ago. Way before any of this, so just maybe this might be the only time I can get it off my chest. Since you're asleep, it probably defeats the point of telling you. But awake or not, you're still here. And I've never bothered to do the research to disprove that one episode of Dexter's Lab where they said that you can understand and hear things in your sleep. So if you play, say, How to Learn French in your headphones when you're sleeping, you'll eventually learn French. I feel like that's not right, but I'm gonna pretend that it is. I know definitely the things that we hear while we're asleep can affect our dreams. I've had so many nightmares that came from whatever, like, serial killer deep dive I put on before I go to bed. And you would think, oh, Celine, if you're having nightmares about getting murdered, then don't watch serial killer deep dives while you sleep. Listen to something relaxing, like, I don't know, a babbling brook, or whatever the, like, 320 hertz perfect sleeping thing is. And I have no counter to that. You're right, I should, and yet I don't. Because most of the time, the nightmares aren't that scary, and they give me something interesting to talk about. Because I don't, like, dream about, like, positive things. Maybe it's because No, it definitely isn't, because, like, I don't watch only horror things. Like, I'll also put on, like, disguised toasts Among Us videos. And those aren't horror, but I don't dream about playing Among Us or anything like that. Anyway, long story short, if Omelette du Fromage has told me anything, you might hear this. So, it's technically a confession. So, that kind of makes me nervous that you are maybe able to hear me in your dreams. I hope I didn't just turn your dream into a nightmare talking about serial killers. But I just wanted to say that I like you. Like, a lot. More than you could ever know. Ever since I met you, I knew you were different. You're not like anybody else who I talked to. There was just something about you. There's just something about you that does something for me. The way you kiss, the way you drive, the way you move when you walk by. That's... You're never gonna know where that's from. That's a silly country song from, like, the mid-90s to late 2000s. But even when you don't know my references, you still laugh. Anyway, I don't know how to put it, but you were just someone I wanted in my life. I knew it as soon as I laid my eyes on you. It's something I'll never forget. Before I could even react, you were quick to help me pick up my books, throwing in so many apologies I lost count, and glancing at me with a quick but stunning smile as you ran off. Who else would have done something like that? And I've effectively been yours ever since. Getting to grow with you, experiencing the highs and lows with you, getting to learn both your strengths and weaknesses. And I say weaknesses very loosely because even I've come to love those. Those flaws of yours are not so necessarily flaws as they are things that make you you. And I wouldn't want you any differently. Because whatever you've been doing, well, you must have done something right, because here I am, falling head over heels for you every day. embarrassing, but maybe you'd think it's sweet. Look, I know at the end of the day, none of this is gonna change. But even so, I'm just grateful to have someone like you. Without you, I don't even know where I'd be. You've always helped keep me on my hooves. And for that, I thank you. I don't think I'll ever be able to repay you, because nothing is worth more than our friendship. Even my feelings. Yeah, sorry for rambling, but... Huh? Oh, did I wake you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just on the phone, talking with someone. Well, one of my friends was calling me, and I was like, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Thank goodness, I thought I did wake you for a second. I was like, wait, if I wasn't the one who woke you up, then what did? Or were you even asleep? Oh my god, there's no way this can't be real. No. I'm the one having a nightmare. I'm dreaming. You've been awake this entire time, like, since the beginning. When I asked you if you were awake, you ignored me. What a jerk. And then you heard everything. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. What even was the point of it? It's not like you would have heard, although obviously you did. Look, I'm sorry for everything I said. I don't know what came over me. I'm delusional. I'm having math withdrawals. No, not withdrawals. No, I'm having math brain fatigue. I'm obviously having an episode. I don't know what I'm saying. I just thought that I but I've messed everything, haven't I? I can't say it enough. I'm so sorry. What was that? Why did you just do that? No, I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's just... Okay, I get it. At least, I think I do, right? If I'm not crazy and dreaming, you really like me too? What? How? It doesn't make any sense. All this time, we both shared the same feelings, then why didn't you tell me? Or, like, at least dropped some hints? You had me stressing over nothing all this time. Okay, maybe I could have dropped some better hints, but still, it's a lot harder than you think. Especially when it's you. Just, whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. Both got there eventually, even if it took longer than we thought. You're just lucky I had the guts to say something. Well, yeah, I guess I thought you were asleep, but hey, it's the thought that counts. Plus, you weren't asleep, so technically I was pretty much saying it straight to your face the whole time. You just didn't have your eyes open. But to your face or not, I meant everything I said. I mean, you're kind of perfect. It's hard to imagine not feeling the way I do when I get to see you. Getting used to the butterflies was difficult, but now it's something I can look forward to whenever I get to hear the sound of your voice. It's a lot of different emotions all at once. And now, even with all of this, I'm willing to bet those butterflies won't go away. Even if there's no pressure. The only thing that changed is I don't have to hide anymore. Yeah, I cannot understand how someone like you could fall in love with someone like me. feel like you're just so much better. I don't know what you see in me, but I see everything I want to be in you, so maybe it's just luck, I guess. I don't know. But listen, I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Just surprised. Shocked, maybe that's a better word. Why does it have to be almost midnight? If only it was like 8 a.m. and we had the whole day to talk about this. Well, I guess when we wake up it will be, so something to look forward to. Promise me in the morning we'll talk about this more. Believe me, I'm beyond curious now. Yeah, homework can wait. I figure you're a little bit more important. Okay, it's a deal. Glad we could settle that. Even though I don't think any of us would have objected to it. Oh, and then after that we have to go tell some of the others. I bet they're gonna freak out. I can't wait to see the look on their faces. I can already picture it. But that's a tomorrow thing. Let's just get some sleep. It's probably best anyway because I feel like this is a lot to take in. I swear anything else and I wouldn't be able to process it. Alright, good night. Maybe this time you can actually fall asleep instead of just pretending. Well, if so, sweet dreams. Don't have any nightmares about the zombie apocalypse or a shark in the community pool. Yeah, weirdly, that's a common nightmare I have. A megalodon in, like, my high school swimming pool. Again, I don't know why. I don't even watch videos about. Okay, good night.